In this video, we're going to be taking a look at how we can use the helical sweep tool to remove a material and effectively cut a thread into our component. So to use the helical sweep tool, we're going to go to sweep, we're going to go to the sweep command, press the little arrow next to it and click helical sweep. We need to add some information because we've got this little red tab on the references. So the first one is we need to define the path. So we're going to click define, click on this front plane, click sketch. Let's go to sketch view and we're going to draw. We're going to add a reference on this top surface. Click solve and close, and then use the line tool to specify the direction of the cut. Just going to go slightly past the end here. Click OK. Now we still need to add some information to this reference tab, so the axis. So let's turn on the axes, and we can now select this middle axis. So that's the axis we revolve around. So we're done with the reference tab. We can set our pitch. So this should be 4.5. And now if we go sketch, this is where we sketch our geometry for making the cut. And we can see we've got some reference lines showing us where our cut will start from. So let's draw the thread geometry and draw a line along the top, line along the bottom. Set the separation to 2.76. And then let's draw our V shape. We're going to make these two lines equal. Add some dimensions. So I'm going to add a dimension from there to there. It should be 60. Change this to 0. And then add a dimension from here to here. And that should be 4.01. So we just delete what we don't need. And we can see we've now got a nice shaded area that will be used to make the cut. So if we click OK, you can see that it's trying to add the material at the moment. So if we click remove material, okay, we can see that it's now starting to cut the thread. We have got a little bit of an issue up here, so we've overshot slightly with my line, but we can change that, not a problem. So if we go back to references and our internal profile section, we click edit this. What we'll do is we'll just pull this back. So it's just that. Click OK. Let's see if we've cleared that issue up. We have. So happy with that. Click OK. And there we have it. We've cut a thread into our shaft. In this video, we're going to be having a look at how we can use the helical sweep tool to add material, so we can add a thread. So in order to start the sweep, we just go to sweep, helical sweep. Again, you'll notice that the reference tab needs some information. So first of all, we're going to add the sweep profile. So we're going to define this. Let's select plane, click sketch. Let's go to sketch view. And we're going to add a reference. So we're going to add the internal edge of the hole as a reference. Solve and close. Now we're going to draw a line. So we're going to make sure that we're above and below. Click OK. Click the middle mouse button and click OK. So this is a direction. We need to add the axis. I've got an axis just here. I'm going to add that. So references are all set. We need to set the pitch. So the pitch will be 4.5. Click on sketch. We can now draw the geometry that we would like to add as our thread. Let's go to sketch view. Let's add some lines. draw a top line, draw a bottom line. This distance should be 2.44. And we go here to here, press the middle mouse button. Let's make them equal length. Let's add some dimensions. So we need to know this angle is 60. Okay. Let's delete these lines here. And this isn't joined up correctly. So I'm just going to use the corner tool now to join these two up. Okay. So now that's the thread profile that I'm going to be adding. We click OK. You can see that adds our thread to the inside of this nut. So if we click OK, obviously the issue here is that it's started above our component. So what we now need to do is, it's above and below, we need to trim this. So the easiest way is if we just go to this plane here, click extrude, go sketch view. Let's add some references. Let's add this top line, this bottom line. Okay, and then we can just basically choose the rectangle tool. I'm going to add a reference. If you hold Alt, you can add references on the fly. So we can add that there. And then we'll go from here to here. Press OK. And then we'll change this so that it's symmetrical. And remove material. Okay, so we've managed to remove the overshoot from our thread. Okay, so now we've got a hole. Okay, so let's just change the view. So we've now got a hole which has been threaded.